Hello everybody, Gander 19 here, and we're gonna check out couple of videos about the town of let me see, Gander, Newfoundland. It's a small town located in Canada, and it became a very important town on September 11th, 2001. So let's check it out, shall we? I've heard a little bit, maybe about a couple of years ago, but not like the full stories. So let's check it out here on this one.
On 9/11, he said, here's our opportunity to help. Even though we knew nobody by name, they were all strangers when they came together. How the community came together, it was an amazing feat.
Great bit story.
In the moments after the September 11th terrorist attacks, United States airspace was closed. Hundreds of inbound flights needed a safe place to land. One of those places was Gander, Newfoundland.
Sorry if I mispronounced
across the ocean, the closest airport is Gander. And at that day, they were told to land at the nearest airport. And 38 aircraft was nearer to Gander than they were any other airport. I got this call. Get up and back of the airport. So I walk there, and I'm just in awe. I watch this big jet come in, and I look again, and there's lights of another one. I'm like, oh my God.
The night the planes landed here, I was at the Legion, and the first thing come out of my mouth was, thank God they're coming here because I know they're going to be looked after. Not saying they wouldn't be looked after elsewhere, but I knew they would be looked after here.
Nearly 7,000 shaken and disoriented passengers arrived in Gander, almost doubling the population of the tiny Canadian town.
That kind of action went into place just like that, and that's what the whole community became involved in.
I don't know of anybody who didn't do something, something big or something small. Everybody seemed to have done something because you knew it had to be done.
All across Gander, people opened their doors to stranded passengers, including over 700 at a local primary school.
The teachers went home that day and emptied out their linen closet, took every blanket and pillow that was not on the bed, and they brought it back to the school. By early morning, maybe 5 or 6 o'clock, we had 4 flights arrive at Gander Academy. We kind of went on adrenaline. I know I didn't go home and sleep until 72 hours later. It just went on for days, and everything that we needed seemed to come. And I still don't know how that happened.
This is one from a school teacher in Montclair, New Jersey. He sent me that on the first anniversary. People invited them into their homes, gave them keys to their cars, the keys to their home, and never blinked twice about it.
The generosity of the people of Gander was a bright spot on one of the world's darkest days.
When it was all over, I was never more proud that the greatest strength we have is our people. We have great people here in Gander.
So that was Gander, and 7,000 people, wow, and from about 38 flights they said. But it's originally the town of 11,000 people. And so, let's see. Gander Mayor, let's see this one here.
If you live in a qualified zip code, you may be eligible to receive
commercial.
USA-made solar panels for no cost at it.
Claude Elliott was the mayor of Gander at the time. He still is today. We reached him outside the Steel Community Center in Gander, where an ecumenical event commemorating 9/11 will begin shortly. Mayor, welcome to you.
It's a pleasure.
What are your memories, the memories that stand out for you on this day 15 years ago?
Well, I guess it's still hard to understand the act of kindness that we did is still remembered so vivid in the world, especially in the United States, because at that time what we did for the 5 days that people were here, it was only natural for us to look after people who was in need of love and compassion and food and clothing, and we did that. And our people today still don't understand why it's such a big deal, because it was not things that we do naturally.
When did you realize the magnitude of what had happened?
Well, probably we realized what had happened in New York and Pennsylvania and what happened in the Pentagon, and that we were well aware of that. But the magnitude of the people coming off, it was probably 26 or 27 hours after the planes landed that we realized that they were going to be staying in Gander, that the air was shut down, the airspace, and nothing was allowed to fly. So we decided then that we had to make some plans, and that's when we put everything into action to make sure that we had places for people to go to sleep, to stay, and we used every service group in Gander, every church and school and everything, because we had to keep the hotel rooms for the crew, because we wanted them well rested when they were ready to leave.
Okay, were you ever worried that your town was going to be overwhelmed?
Oh no, I think never in a moment did we think that, because the greatest strength that we have in this community is our people. And I tell you, when they set their mind to do something, they're going to do it. And the whole community and the surrounding communities came out in support, and we could have handled another 5,000 if they'd have had them here. So it was just something that we wanted to do. We couldn't do much in New York, we couldn't do nothing in Pennsylvania, or we couldn't do anything at the Pentagon, but we sure could do something for the 5,000 or 6,000 people that was here in Gander.
And this year you're expanding what you can do with the memorialization. This year you're focusing on Wounded Warriors Canada. Tell me about that.
Yes, we are. We partner with Wounded, the Wounded Warriors of Canada. We want to pay tribute, to our military. I mean, those are the men and women that's out there trying to protect us. They're out there, they've given their lives. Those lives been lost in the last 15 years, protecting us and making us safe so we can be safe in our communities and not have to worry about fear of being attacked and that. And it's only fitting that we pay tribute to those people. And this year we're glad to partner with them, the Wounded Warriors, and make sure that people become more aware of what the sacrifices that those men and women are making.
Yeah. Mayor Elliott, there are other ways that what happened in Gander is being memorialized, if you will. It's inspired a TV miniseries.
Really?
Well, yes, there's been many things, and now, there's been things on TV, and we know Tom Brokaw from NBC did a part in the called Operation Yellow Ribbon, and there's also a play, a musical now it's done, Come From Away, and I just got back from Washington yesterday where I saw the play, and again, it's showing the goodness and the kindness of what people have done, and the people in the U.S. are so overwhelmed with what's happening, so, and this play is headed to Broadway next March, so, an act of kindness that we never thought would get to the world stage of where it is today.
All right, Claude Elliott, the Mayor
darkest
of Gander,
moments.
thank you so much for joining me from your community to Mayor Elliott, and good luck to you.
And kindness will always be the greatest strength in everyone, even when something happened that really draws you down. That there will always be someone to lift you up, even if you didn't know that person and such, and there's always going to be help. On that interview, this was posted in 2016, so yeah, at that time, 15 years has passed. I don't know if the mayor's still around in it. And so, well, anyways, everybody, leave a comment down below on your thoughts of the small town of Gander. Anybody ever visited to Gander, or have any of you heard about what happened in Gander on that day of September 11th? Because I know for me, I didn't find out until like maybe a couple of years back when I saw a small post about it. And so next time, everybody, see you soon.